생일 축하해!
And hello, welcome to my channel, Shine Star Collections, and today we are finally storing for Golden Hour Part 5. As you can see, I don't have, well, I have a lot of cards, but I have the singles that I've had for, what is today? Today is July 19th. So I have all the singles for all the members. I have these 2 digipacks I bought. They're already opened. We'll just go through Yosan's digipack. I believe I put the cards in one of these cases already. And then these are all the cards I've pulled. I've only received 1 go since the start of Golden Hour Part 5, and I was just thinking to myself, here we are at basically the end of the promo era for Golden Part 5, and I don't have all my stuff for Golden Hour Part 4. So that tells you how this is going. But anyway, we're gonna just like go through, because I know the story about all the members being mixed up and stuff, and I don't exactly remember who is where. I think it's Yosan's and Sungwan's and Yosan's, I think Uyun's and Yuno's, whatever. So we'll just go through these real quick, because by now everybody knows the story, and we're you know, gonna store, because I really need to do storing, since I still have stuff out there, you know, for Golden Hour Part 4, and I need to go and get this stuff stored. And I also know I'm very, very late for doing my mid-year thing. And I also have my fan kit over here. I have not opened it because I've been waiting to get a desk. You see my new desk? Yay! With my desk pad, and I thought my desk pad was going to be bigger, but it's okay. It's cute. It's very, very cute. I'll probably end up getting the same thing I had before. I'll see how this shows up on camera. It's just a pet peeve of mine. It's silly, I know. But I'm just gonna quickly open all these, and then we're going to try to carefully pop them out. At first I was thinking I wasn't going to pop them out, but how else will I get the OT8 set if I don't pop them out? I'm already having issues already, y'all. Okay, so let's quickly open them all. So that took a lot longer than just turn the camera off. It took forever. I'm going to try not to make this super long. I do have a lot of cards to store though. So, and then I also want to record fan kit. I will not record the flip through, the mid-year flip through today. It's too much. I might probably record it next week, which means it will be like a month late. But when am I ever on time for anything? So I'm sorry, guys. But because I know that a couple of people are looking forward to my mid-year flip through. But it's just been a lot of things going on around here. So big changes and things like that. So, you know, not moved yet. But, you know, I think I mentioned in my last video that I moved spaces. So that I can have my own office set up. And so I have a home office, sorta. It is a lot more, I have a lot more freedom to move around and stuff in my home office, as I was getting very, very claustrophobic. But now I have it set up to where it's, I have the space, and pretty much all of my K-pop things, except for my ATEEZ things, are here. Everything else is at my studio space. And as I mentioned, I was waiting to get my desk and my chair, but I have my desk and my chair now, so now we're comfortable. So it's great. Okay. All right, so yeah, but all that being said, I'm just not I can't do the mid-year flip through yet, but I am intending to record this storing video, and I will go through the fan kits in a separate video very quickly. Okay, so the first member I'm going through is Mingy, but I believe is it Hongjun that's in his, I think. Oh god, I'm struggling to get this out. Hold on. There we go. So we have, yes, Hongjun. Okay, so let's carefully, I do want to mention, as I'm filming today, this was the last day of the fan meeting that they did in Korea. The fan meeting was amazing. I was able to take part in a watch party for it. It was so much fun watching it with other 18s, and we were not on camera, but we were on voice live together, and just hearing everybody react and stuff, it was great. It was great. The Troublemaker cover, before, because like after I watched it with everybody, I went back to sleep, and I just woke up like within the last hour. But before I went to sleep, or excuse me, after I woke up this morning, like an hour ago, for the second time, I looked on Twitter and looked at, From, because I do have From, but it's not on my main phone. I keep it on the phone that I don't use very often. And Sungwon was saying how he really appreciated Mingy for taking the part of Hyuna, I think was the one who did it. So he was saying that he was telling Mingy, like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna, essentially the translation was like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go all out. Like, we have to shock 18s, and boy, did they shock 18s. That's all. It was great though, and Mingy was fantastic. Mingy he just wants to be part of my bias line so bad, and he was just doing a lot. So was Sungwon, but he was doing a lot. Sunny. So yeah. But let me know in the comments if you woke up early and watched, or if you're closer to South Korea, what time zone were you in to watch the fan meeting, or if you've seen the clips. So let me know what you think about everything. Everything was super cute in a lot of spots. I don't usually go for the super cutesy dances, but the one where they kind of dressed up in those outfits, and they had I don't know if that was supposed to be like a, oh boy, oof, that's why I hate doing this. Okay, he's fine. I don't know what you would call it. The outfits, the colorful outfits. Maybe I'll put a screenshot up there of them. But that was just so annoyingly cute, and I knew it was Sungwon's idea. I just knew it. But they looked adorable, and that song was entirely too long, but Young. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ooh Young. So, yeah. It was a great time, though. So let me know what you thought about everything, about everybody's dances. There was a lot of rumors about that they would switch covers. I'm kind of glad they didn't. They did enough. I am kind of disappointed, slightly disappointed. Of course, I love that Usan did Neurotic, but I've been wanting a OTA cover of Neurotic forever. And maybe, you know, since we have to talk about Bad and how well it's doing, too. But Neurotic is like, I've been wanting like AT's, an OTA AT's Neurotic cover forever. And but thank you, Usan, for giving us that. They looked amazing. They sounded amazing. Ooh Young with the high note. Ooh, they were freaking incredible. So loved it. Loved every minute of it. Loved the little what is it? Pretty Girl cover from Hanjun and Yosan. And then, of course, the, I don't know what's called, I think the whole title of, sorry, the entire title is in Korean. So, but I was told, or I saw rather, not told, I saw that the song, I think, is like from a K-drama or something, and it's about a couple who's having communication problems. And so throughout the song, they're just talking it out. And, you know, and Jungho's so freaking cute. So, I get everybody. I kind of missed it. Get everybody. Mingy. And the VCRs were great, too. It was just a good time. And get us to talking. As we were talking throughout the broadcast, and we were just trying to figure out why KQ does not want to do a fan meeting in West. I know that not every, especially for the United States, we are huge, and you know, the logistics of it might be difficult. I know me and my bestie also discussed this late last night before I took my little nap. And we're just trying to figure out why KQ doesn't want to do it. Like, why don't they think that a fan meeting will do well here in the U.S. when pretty much everything that AT's, sorry, Yosan, it's Yosan. Pretty much everything that AT's or KQ sells for AT's. There he is. Pretty much AT's puts out. AT's will buy, and it doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Now, of course, the tariffs have been a problem. I've mentioned the tariffs before, and even with the fan kit, and I'll get more into that when we do the fan kit video. You know, I got a tariff for the fan kit. Like, you know, and a lot of people are saying that you can actually try to refund your money. It was like $20, so it's not terrible. Hello, that's my baby. But it's still like you're already paying, you know, I don't know, what was it, like $35 for the fan kit, and then you're paying, I think it was $40 for shipping from Talk. There he is. So, I mean, you're already paying a lot, and then you have to pay an extra $20. Like, it's ridiculous. But, I mean, many people paid it. Yes, they were grumbling, but many people, like almost everybody I talked to, virtually, and other fans that I have talked to in person, got the fan kit. So it's not like we're not gonna buy stuff, KQ. We are gonna buy stuff. But as I was telling my friend, I'm like, I wonder does KQ just not, is it something logistically where it has something to do with AG as to why they can't do a fan meeting here in the West? Just why? Because it would do very well here, and people would eat that up. My friend was like, well, maybe they don't. They know that the West is more about the sexy instead of the cute. I was like, look, listen, there are a lot of prudes in this fandom that will appreciate the cute. I don't like cutesy stuff, but I would just love to see it. Like, love to be, even if I wasn't like, it would be enormously expensive. I already know that. It will probably be almost expensive as a concert ticket. But just think about, like, we were thinking about here we just thinking about Chicago. Selfish, I know, but Chicago. And we were thinking about how maybe they could do it at the place that they used to have the concerts when, like, right after COVID, they played at Wintrust. Wintrust is a smaller venue. It's very accessible by train, by bus, parking. They have plenty of parking around there, but it's expensive. But I mean, it's hotels around there. It's just so many opportunities, and they could charge probably $250. I don't know how much. I should do some scouting online to see how much these people travel to Korea from the West to go to the fan meeting. I hear it's exceptionally hard to get into the Japanese fan meeting. You have to be part of a fan club and all that. So Korea, it's easier. But they could charge $250 a pop, to go. And maybe make it tiers. Like, you could do like an 18y. You don't have to have the boys come out and meet anybody. Like, don't bother doing like a send-off or anything like that. The fan meeting is enough. Do a sound check, do a lot of merchandise and stuff. I mean, they would make a killing, okay? And I just don't get it. And I just wonder what is stopping KQ from doing this, especially since that what time is coming up, and Sean and company probably want to make a lot of money before these boys go in. They're stockpiling money. I know it. So, I mean, I'm just like, why are you not doing this? Like, why are you not giving us, the whole fan meeting thing? But anyway, let me know what you think. What you guys think? Okay, so there's the OT8 set. It's beautiful. We're gonna store it today. I had to split Golden Hour Part 5 up as far as the binder is concerned because my Alt Bias binder was suffering. So I ended up putting it in. I made a lot of moves, so when I do the flip through, I'll go more in depth, but you will see some of the things I did with storing the cards or whatever. But here's your son's digipack. So I have 2 of them. It was so hard after comeback ended. I bought this, I think now 2 weeks ago, because I think it was a week after comeback, and because I decided that I wanted the Barnes & Noble cards, which I gave up on because I went to 2 Barnes & Nobles and they didn't have, one only had Mingy, one only had Yosan, so they didn't have the units, nothing. So I was just like, I'll just buy the cards, forget it. So I have Songhwas, but I do want Unos, so I'm going to buy Unos. I'll probably just buy it secondhand, because I'm not going to really do a lot to collect the digipack cards. There's already a lot. I'll probably get a few. We'll make a nice spread. I think what I want is the ones that they're holding the gun. Is the one is the one I want for my top 3. If I can get Wooyoung and Jongho for a decent price, I will. But I do not want to do what I did for Golden Hour Part 4, which is just have a whole lot of digipacks. Because I'm pretty sure I will get some whenever my go order for Golden Hour Part 5 comes. So, here's the poster right here. I did put the cards away. Where did I do? Hold on. Because I know there's a Polaroid. Also, I think I put everything in someone's. Yes, I did. Okay, here we go. So there's the Polaroid. Yeah, okay, that's what I took out for that. There's the Polaroid for him, and the cards are in there somewhere. So we'll go through them, but there's the Polaroid at least. And here's the booklet. I also wanted to mention and be completely honest, I have not listened to the bad remixes all that much. I wasn't crazy about Steve Aoki's. I thought I would really like it. I wasn't crazy about it. The song has grown on me a little bit more, but I'm not all that, like I said, just not into the remixes. I haven't really listened to them. So here we go. Yosan. I love the silver hair on Yosan too. And listen to the album a lot more now. You know, streaming. Even though I don't use Spotify, I have used like Qbuzz to stream and stuff and buy the singles separately. My favorite song on the album is Fallen. Easy, it's Fallen. Toxin is second. Mamacita and Bad are probably on the same level for me. I do like Mamacita. I do like Mamacita. But I don't like it as much as Blind or Arriba. You know, I like it, but I'm not all that crazy about it. I think people are saying Mamacita is like the best album. It should have been. Bleh. It's the best song on the album. Should have been a title track. Blah blah blah. Mamacita is not better than Blind or Arriba for me. Just for me personally. Toxin would have been a good title, but Fallen for me, Fallen is hands down the best song on this little mini album. So that's just my opinion. I know everybody else has opinions, so leave them down below. Leave them down below. Okay. I'll put this back in someone's digipack. And I have to mention, I'm really proud of myself for not going crazy and buying more albums. I've been very, very good. Very, very good. As you know me, I've been like, oh, you know, I need to go get this and this and this and this. I've been really, really good. Like, I was thinking about going to get another Golden Hour keychain, but I have a keychain coming through the Go I joined, so I really don't need any more things. Okay, so some of these are not sleeved, so we're gonna just go through and sleeve and all that. So, and then we'll store. So I'll bring out what hasn't been sleeved. Some of them I did sleeve off camera. There's a bunch of stuff for Golden Hour Part 4 in here. There's some Mighty's things, Mingy's cards. I do have Mingy's vinyl. Did I ever show Mingy's vinyl on camera? I don't even remember, guys. I don't even remember, but I do have it. It's beautiful. I do have Mingy's vinyl. I also have a few things in here from my Neokyo order. I did do a very, very small Neokyo order. And speaking of Neokyo, I was on Neokyo early this morning during the broadcast because I needed that set of from cards. I needed it. So I did go find a set on Neokyo for I don't know how much it was. I think it was $42, I think it was. So well worth it. Because they look so good in those outfits, and so I had to have an OTA set. So a lot of this stuff is Golden Hour Part 4, my tees. That's already been sleeved. I sleeved off camera. Yin, where's everybody else? There's some Xikers stuff in here, and as you can see, there's some Wavy in here. So I do have a set of 5 from Wavy. And where are the rest of your buddies? Where are they? Hold on. I know they're in here somewhere. So this is just a mishmash of stuff. There they are. There's your buddies. So here they go. So this is pretty much probably the only set I'm gonna buy from. It wasn't Eternal White. What was the album before that? I will try to get something from Eternal White. Whatever the album was before that. Editor me, please put it in there. I also have Xikers in here. Xikers has already been sleeved though. And because AT shocked us with the early comeback, I have not even finished my Xikers for this era. So there they are. So I'm super late with that too. See how AT's messes up stuff? Alright. Okay. Is everything empty? Yes, everything's empty. I don't know what to do first. We got cards all over the place. Well, these, that's of course from this era, but I was trying to separate too. But these are from Neokyo. It was part of my Neokyo order. Was these cards. So these are my top 3. I had to put them in black sleeves. I think I put them in black sleeves because I think I'm gonna try to find Wu Young. So I do a lot of changes with my sleeves and everything. Just you'll see. You'll see. Video's gonna be long, and I don't want it to be too long, but I'm doing too much in this video, so it'll probably be longer than what I want it to be, and I apologize for that. But I will tell you that I don't have a lot of beefs today. I am super, I shouldn't say confused. I know why they did it, but I was kind of bummed that 127, all the members of 127 re-signed, especially after Win-Win decided not to renew his contract. But, you know, I guess as I was telling my bestie, you know, they know that SM sucks, but it's like the devil you know sort of situation. Like, there's so many bad Korean companies, and there's more bad Korean companies than good ones. And so it's kind of like, why would you go somewhere else when you already know what your current company is doing, and you know how bad they are with things, but you're used to it. So why are you going to go somewhere else? It's sort of like, and you know, there was a lot of good points made on Twitter from people. It's like, you know, you don't love your job, but you're not going to leave your job. And we can certainly relate to that. I know I can. I don't like either one of my jobs. So, but I need my job because I'm already used to the craziness with both jobs. It's not really crazy. I actually like the people I work with at the museum, and because I'm a merchandiser, I don't work with people for my other job. But you know, the museum is the people I work with are good people. My boss, I like my boss a lot. The bosses as a whole are good people. They haven't given me a reason not to like them yet. Let's knock on wood for that. So, oh, I don't have the right size for wavy. Sorry. I don't know. These might work. They might not. It's not a big deal. Looks like all I have is standard sleeves left in the Ultra Pro. So I don't know even if I have Japanese size white sleeves for wavy. And they're probably not going to fit in that binder. Wait, hold on. Wait, whoop, hold on. I might have found some. But yeah, so it's not ideal. Like I said, I was hoping that, you know, I just want SM to fail so bad. But another person brought up that, like, you know, love them or hate them, as far as SM concerned, SM has a good, they already have like a tradition and the respect of, you know, at the Korean broadcasting companies, and you know, it's a lot of things that SM has that other companies cannot offer. Like any smaller companies that try to give them a little bit of freedom, you know, won't be able to help with. And you know, probably they also looked at what happened with Taemin and the boys, and you know, everybody who got mixed up with Big Planet Made and was like, you know what, no. 100, like, you know, Beckett and all of them, CBX, they are without a company pretty much, and they haven't been paid because they jumped ship. So it's like, oh geez, it's like, you know, they it was better for them to stay. So there's that. And as much as I didn't want them to, especially Taeyeon, I really thought Taeyeon was over it, but Taeyeon was, you know, they all re-signed. Probably mostly for each other, because with, you know, with Win leaving, and Ten actually left SM, but he didn't leave NCT Wavy. They just wanted to show unity between all of them. I think the biggest surprise was Yuta, because Yuta just hasn't gotten that support from SM, but maybe he didn't find anyone that could represent him from Japan well enough. I don't know if he has his own representation in Japan. I'm gonna be missing one. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Hendity. We're gonna find you a sleeve. It might not be today, but we'll find you one. I'm so sorry. So I'm pretty sure it needs to be the little ones and not the big ones because, yeah, I just don't have anything. Okay. All right, moving on because I'm already over 30 minutes already. Okay. These were from a person I met online. They were dropping all their extra cards. They collect Topaz, and so all the extra cards that they had, all the other members, they dropped, and they dropped these too. So I do have them. Oh, is this an Ultra Pro? No, it might be Entity. It's a white sleeve. Oh, but it's a standard. I don't know. We'll see if it fits. We're just gonna put them in there for right now. So I grabbed these two, so I'm really happy that I got these. I mean, how am I gonna turn down? How am I gonna turn him down? So, and him too. Even though I only have, I think I only have, for the cherry card. So I'm good with that. As I heard, trying to get Yosan's card. Do I have it? I don't think I have Yosan's cherry card. We'll find out. But for right now, we're gonna be good with just someone, we're not gonna try to go back through In Your Fantasy and find Yosan. I heard Yosan was very difficult to find for the cherry card, so I'm not gonna try. Not gonna try. We're just not doing it, guys. And I do have, I think, for these cards, I want to say I only have his because I went to the movie 3 times, the VR. I don't remember who I have. I know I have his other outfit card, but I don't remember what other member I have. It might be Yosan. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, so we're sitting here sleeving all this golden hour part 4. So it's probably the wrong sleeves. I know this is the these are the last 2 album cards I needed, so I'm pretty sure that I already have the sleeves in the binder. And I believe this is for the OT8 set I decided to collect. It might be. I don't know. We'll see. Or was it this one? No, it was this one, I think. These 2. 3. Maybe these 3. So we're mixing up our airs here, guys. Yeah, I don't have... Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to say. Just don't. I've been okay. Much happier these days. My daughter is getting ready to go. She'll be going to college in a month. She's working today, so she's not here. And I'm really excited, but at the same time, I'm terrified. These are polkas, by the way. These are, or are these, wait, yeah, these are polkas. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure these are polkas. Oh God, this is a lot. I might, well, I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of these are gonna go in their own binders. Because I don't think I have have Yo sound for this one. Hold on. I don't know. This is a QR. Because it's like, you know, an era later, I just got a bunch of polkas, you know, because I joined the Go's, and the Go manager already sent like my inclusions. So that's what these are. These are my inclusions, but there's like 3 or 4 more batches to go, where I'm getting my actual Go order cards. But some of these, you know, I did get the first 2 batches, so that's where these are from. These are from the... Okay, yeah, this is... Probably might be able to do them in... You know, actually, I'm not going to sleeve any of these, because I think that I have enough to do top 3. And because I need to save my sleeves for that other stuff there. And I have not even figured out what... Of course, I'm going to collect OT8 for the basic cards for Golden Hour Part 5. But I don't know what sleeves I'm going to use. I don't know. I'm just so unprepared. I was thinking about it when I did the changes the other day. And I was like, because I have pink sleeves, so I could do a whole pink. I could do pink and gold. So I have plenty of gold sleeves, so I could do that. Is this a dupe? I think this is a dupe. Let's just put in this brow anyway, because we just don't know. Okay, we can sleeve these in black. They're gonna go in their binder. He goes in purple, because I know I don't have any more small sleeves for his binder. But yeah, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna store it all. I just don't know. We'll just see when we get there, I guess, when we start looking at the binders. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna store everything that is not Golden Hour Part 5, and then we'll go through Golden Hour Part 5, because then we can kind of figure out what we're going to do as far as the sleeves are concerned. But anyway, yeah, the kid's been doing well. We've had a good summer for the most part. I did lose a family member recently, my uncle. We just had the funeral on Friday, so a lot of my family from out of town is here, but they're leaving between like today and tomorrow. So that was shocking, but other than that, everything's been good. I mean, there just hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. Still trying to move and still working the 2 jobs, and haven't really been able to stockpile much money yet like I want to, because ATs keeps dropping stuff. But I kind of stopped I'm trying to pay off bills currently and get my finances back in order. So I have been able to do a lot of that. Of course, I have the added expense of my studio space now, but I worked it into, because I pay most of my bills on my own, my personal bills. So my husband, pretty much all my husband's money is for rent and for utilities and all that stuff. So we've been doing okay. Been pretty good. I am almost fully recovered from Golden Hour Part 4. Definitely not recovered for Golden Hour Part 5. The amount of money that I spent on goes for Golden Hour Part 5 is very reminiscent of movement era and bouncy era, or outlaw era, because I joined a fixed claim for Sanwa, and that was my big dumb fault. So I wish I hadn't done that. So there's a lot of rumors going around that there's going to be a big announcement. I'm pretty sure we are safe as far as a second drop is concerned. They're about to drop the Japanese comeback. So I think we're okay. I still have people I talk to virtually who think that there's going to be another drop when they do the movie, because they're taking the VR movie and putting it in regular theaters. I'm going both days, so I already got that taken care of. I think it's going to be a tour announcement. That's what I think. I think it's going to be a tour announcement that they're going to put in there to that movie, because other than, of course, KQ wanting to make more money, I do not think that KQ is going to do another album drop. But I do think they're going to do another album drop this year. I do think they're going to have another Korean comeback this year. So this is the peak set. These cards. So I have everybody but Hanjun. Like, Hanjun hates me. Okay. I don't know what color I'm going to do, so I'm going to set these aside really quick. These are, of course, the Target versions. I'm going to get Sunghwa. I just needed to give myself a break financially from buying stuff. So I kind of been not buying stuff until yesterday when I bought the From set. So I'm going to go ahead and find Sunghwa. So we'll set these aside too, because I need to figure out what color I'm going to put them in. This is his digipack. And I want to get at least maybe 2 or 3 sets for their digipacks. So I'll just go ahead and put him in a black sleeve right now. Not gonna worry about these. I was actually pretty lucky how many of his exclusives I pulled. I think I might have Yosans for this. I'm not sure. I have a couple of members I could trade, but now that we're like going into week 4, I'm not sure if I'll be able to trade them, because I still haven't been able to have anybody trade the signed albums I have. Part of me wants to go ahead and open the signed albums so bad, but and I'm not gonna worry about these either. I would like to have, I did trade for Ooyoung since I had Mingi's, so I did trade Mingi for Ooyoung. I will probably try to get just Yunos. If I could find Yosans for a different price, or, decent price, I will. But I'm not buying any more vinyl, so I'm not going to do what I did for these last couple of comebacks. I do want all the unit digipacks. I'm not going to worry about the cards. This is a digipack card. What was I discussing? I don't know. These I'm not going to worry about. I would like to have Sunwas. At least Sunwas. Oh, you know what? Actually, he should be here. These are the special exclusive cards, so I'm not really too fussed about getting these. Sunwas is what I want, so I'll get Sunwas. And I believe all of these should be Golden Hour Part 5s. Album cards, yes. Yep, these are all Golden Hour Part 5s. We're gonna set all these aside. Okay, yeah. These are the dupes of my the ones I decided to keep of my bias line. There he is. See, I have these are the 2 cards I pulled out of the 2 digipacks were these. So I would like to have Unos and Sunwas of this card, and maybe we'll try to get a couple more cards, but I'm not gonna bother getting all 6 unless I find them really, really cheap. Then I'll get them, but we'll just try to get like at least these and maybe one more set. These are the Barnes & Noble cards. I would like to have Sunwas and Yosans for these. So, but I will keep Minky. So I'm not gonna get rid of Minky. I'm gonna keep them. So those are the 2 exclusives that came in the digipacks. And I'm just gonna go buy them. I'm not gonna. we're gonna try to find the Uno digipack, even if it's secondhand, and we're gonna get all the units that I don't have. Because I don't have mods. I only have Tuche. So I do not have mods. I do not have Wusong, and I do not have Yoongi. So I will go ahead and get the rest of these. Okay, I think that's all I had to. Here. That's all I had to put in sleeves. So now we're just gonna start putting things in the binders. So I'm gonna take some time to sort off camera. Let's see, I already put him in purple sleeves, so I need to get my purple sleeves. There's top 3 right there. These are the album cards. We're gonna figure out what colors we're gonna do. But yeah, so let me go ahead and turn off the camera, and I'll be right back with storing. Okay, we're back. So I think I have mostly everything sorted, but something's missing. This is the problem with not sorting the cards after a long time. You probably see the cards all stacked up in the top there. I have to move them back some because when the bigger binders come out, I'm missing I'm almost positive that I got Jongho's film card, and for some reason I cannot find him. But we're gonna go ahead and store Wavy first, get non-ATs out the way, and then we're gonna do Xikers. So set Xikers to the side. This is not the Wavy binder. Just figured that out. This is the NCT binder. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. Okay, so let's win-win. I hope you do well for yourself. I know he will, because he's very popular in his home country. So, oh, these look like they might take the standard sleeves, actually. So now, because it is just so hard to grab them, that's why I haven't worried about doing what I used to do. I used to get all their album sets, but lately I have not been doing that. So, wow, what's up with this? Hold on. Is this for give me that? Let me see. Or is that for, yeah, this is for frequency. Okay. See, I haven't looked at this binder forever. I don't know what's what in here. Am I missing Xiaojun? Xiaojun? Okay, I need to grab Xiaojun. So it's frequency, and then this was the album after. This is Big Bands. That's what it was. Big Bands. So I decided, because they're so difficult to get all 5 members, I decided to just go on and get what I could from now on. So it's just not that. I won't say it's not that important, but that's kind of how I feel about it now. If it's not ATs, it's just not that, I don't want to say it's not worth my time. It's just, it's not my main focus. There you go. Just because they're not my main focus, I still adore them, of course. But because they're not my alt group, I just get what I can. I still like collecting them a lot. They're just difficult to get, and it's expensive to get their cards. So I am going to get something for Eternal White and put it on the next page. Whatever 5 set I can get for them works for me. So we're not going to try that hard. We need to get Xiaojun for a frequency. So whatever card matches this one. Whew. I haven't done a, I was going to say a Pokemon order. Lord have mercy. I work for the Field Museum in Chicago, so Pokemon has been on my brain. I don't even do Pokemon. And of course, ATs did the Pokemon-like cards. So part of my brain is Pokemon, unfortunately. Pokemarket order. I have not done a Pokemarket order forever. I still do not have all Chanbin's, any of Chanbin's Do It cards. So I have to quickly go get Chanbin's Do It cards, because as you know, Stray Kids is about to drop their new album. So, and it feels very weird for Stray Kids to just come out with an album now, in month 8. 2026. But we also know they're going on tour too. They're tour at the end of the month. So yeah. So yes, so we gotta get Xiaojun for frequency for this set. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do for now. I miss you, Win-Win. I'm a mess now. Also still wondering what Lucas is gonna do. Lucas, of course, also did not re-sign with the SM, so we're waiting to see what he's gonna do. The whole business with K-popers getting on TikTok after they leave their companies, because Raven is the newest one to get a TikTok now that he's officially done with what's his old company, RBW. Damn, But and he had a contract with RBW Japan. I guess his contract is up, so now he's on his own. So it's a lot of crazy going on. But there's some, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not gonna even get into it. Some weirdness going on with Kingdom. And I don't know. It's like some stuff going on with Louis and I was about to say Mugen, but Mugen has gone off to military, which kind of shocked me. But I guess he was like, Kingdom is in hiatus. I'm going to get military service done now. So he like just enlisted. But there's some weird stuff going on with Louis and Arthur. And I was just thinking, like, I haven't seen Ivan and Jahan around. So I don't know. Just know I follow them. They got their own Instagrams and I follow them. And I haven't seen them. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's why I said the whole K-poppers on TikTok is interesting, because there's been some weird stuff going on with Kingdom, and I can't even tell you. Can't even tell you. All right, let's stick Seyun in there. I'm so happy that Xikers is finally starting to gain attention in South Korea. KQ seems focused on making sure that Xikers takes care of their Korean fan base first, which is fine. But I do want Xikers to go back on tour. I miss them. So I hope that they will go back on tour at some point. Straighten Jin check out. Do I have extra pages in here? My boys collection right now is on hold because since the boys are without a company and they look like they've been burned. These poor babies have been burned. So I don't know if they're gonna even try to get back with another company, and you cannot blame them. I know Jacob was gonna do, or is doing, like a solo thing. But you seriously cannot blame them for not wanting to do anything, can you? So I'm only collecting, I still want to collect, as you can see, I didn't finish last comeback for Xikers. And now that we have this newest comeback, I don't have all the cards for this, but I still want to do an OT10 set. And I had thought about just collecting Junghyun, but I'm going to continue to collect my guys, all three. So I'm going to continue to collect Hunters, Sumin, and Junghyun. But I might only be getting like one set or something and not do all three sets. Were these the cards? Let's see, I haven't looked at these cards since they came out. I do want all these. I think I want both for these. The aura, right. Route 0 is the aura. I wanted all the mask cards. So we're going to go on a journey. We're not going to do it fast, but we're going to go on a journey since AT's finally calmed down. I do want to get all 10 of these. This is a dupe. And these are dupes. There's my guy. Yeah, see, I don't have any cards of my bias line, but these two. So, and we only have, this was the special card, like what ATs did, the gold card. I don't know. Now that it's so late, maybe they'll be easier to find. But this is the OT10 set I'm gonna really focus on. So let me grab a 10 sheet. Okay. Yeah, this was the last one before. Okay, so we have a oh yeah, so that's what we have in front. We have the OT10 sets in front of debut. Oh, okay, yeah, it should be back here. Because I do it in reverse. I do it the most recent, or I do their debut, then I go backwards and do their most recent on back is how I do it for them. Okay. So of course I want all the other members for this, but I know John Kuhn is 6, Jinshik is 4th, and Minjae will be 1st because he's leader. So I need the rest of the members. For this one, and hopefully it won't be too difficult to find the rest of them, especially now that it's so late. So I will look for those. And then as far as my bias line is concerned, yeah, I should have an empty. Slot here, because again I go in reverse order. So it should be right behind here. So we might just do I don't even know if this is the same. They're not the same concept. Yeah, they're not. So there's 3 versions, and what is there? 2. There's 3 versions, and then there's 2 cards for each concept, or 3. I don't remember. God, I don't remember. But I don't know if I've been doing it. Okay, so Suman at the top. I don't have Sumans. Jung here in the middle. Hunter at the end. Okay. So we're just going to pop these in here. Just like this. I'm going to try to find all of Suman's, and then we'll probably just do enough to have front and back for them. And then let that be it. And I'm just going to, you know, especially since it's so late, it's going to keep all my pulls. It was the special card besides this Hyunwoo card here. They also had a streaming card, and I think I pulled Yujin. I want to say it's this one. I think. Okay. Well, we have Minjae, we have Jinshik. Of course, we have Junmin. We always have Junmin. because she don't pull Yojin. But I pulled quite a few of him this time around. Same thing with Keanu. Suman, so anything for Suman. I don't have anything for Yechan. Don't have anything else for Junghyun or Hunter. Here's Junmin. And let's just pop him back here. Also, for those of you who use Old Bias, can you tell me why Old Bias does not do the 9 pocket I'm just gonna keep his dude because I might try to find all those gold cards. Who knows? Why they don't sell the 9 pocket double front and back anymore? Or am I just, did I miss something? Because I don't understand why I can't find it. I was looking the other day because I only have the single-sided left. I ordered pages a while back. And all I have is the single-sided. I don't have double-sided pages for these for Old Bias. And that bugs me because I love the double-sided pages. So I need double-sided pages. So someone help me out and tell me why I can't find them. Okay, finally in your homes. You only been sitting around for like, I don't know, 3 months? When did Xikers have that come back? March? It was May, right? Because it was right before AT's second comeback, and I remember even I was pissed about that because I thought, like, the hell you doing, KQ, as usual. But anyway, all right. So Xikers is stored. All right, moving on because I'm taking a ton of time. And my alarm is about to go off, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch over. I'll be right back. Okay, last binder is my Sungwa Yosan binder. I don't spend a ton of time in these in the solo binders anymore because, and kind of feel bad that I no longer really collect for Yono and Sungwa and Yosan together anymore. But I do love the top 3 binder. I love that binder. I love how it came out. So, but it's cool. So I wanted to talk about real quick, try to keep this very, not ramble, try not to ramble too much. If some of you may know that Sungwa released a book of poetry, and some of you might know that I also write. Well, I haven't published a book now in almost 5 years, but I'm going back into writing right now. And I just wanted to say how great I feel like when he did the live, and I haven't even seen the whole thing, and I haven't seen the thing that Dingo put up either. But him being so excited about being a published author just made me feel so good. And because he's my bias, let's see, you have the card. Just put it right there. Because he's my bias and my old bias, he is the, as I like to tell my friends, the love of my K-pop life. Yeah, that card belongs. Oh, okay, that's not the sideways card. All right, I think that's the card that matches those cards. But anyway, I just adore this man so much, and I'm just so proud of him and what he's managed to accomplish. I'm ecstatic that he feels really good about. I knew I had an extra. No, I actually didn't. My friend bought me this one, but I'm just gonna keep him because I love this card. But anyway, some mighties. Let's do this here. Not that it should matter because I'm not supposed to be paying attention to how they look, but anyway, I'm just so proud of him, and I just had to say a few words and say how good it made me feel to see that he was, how proud he was of being a published author. And for those of you who might do creative things, whether it's if you write or you draw, you do photography. My bestie is a photographer. And we're at a time in our lives when we're, I'm just going to pop him on here anyway. I don't care. We're at a time in our lives where we're like, you know, still not, sorry for that noise. We're still looking at, you know, we're growing older. We're looking at who we are and stuff. And so we're not, we're trying to find the next big thrill, I guess, is how you would say it. For those of you who are in their mid-40s, going into your 50s, I mean, I'll just say it, I'm 54. So I'm at a part of my life where I'm, not that I'm trying to figure out things, but where I'm just want to, you know, I'm about to be an empty nester, and you know, want to spend the rest of my days happy and doing things that I really want to do. So I decided to get back into writing. I'm a romance writer. I will not tell you what my name is. Maybe if you DM me if you're interested, yeah, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to tell you on the camera. But I need extra pages, so that's why I'm back in here. I just really love that he's doing something that I love. That's the bottom line. I'm really just so proud of him for doing that. And yes, did I order those books? I absolutely did. And I was very happy. It's a chance for me to give a shout out to Aurora Is My Child channel. And I'll put their channel up there. They ran or are running a go for Someone's book. I ordered both copies because I was just so excited and happy to see my old bias doing something he loves, and it brought me closer to him. I mean, I know that sounds very delusional and parasocial, but it really did make me feel good that, like, my old bias loves to write. Like, he loves pouring his feelings out onto a page and using that as fodder to get his feelings out. And even though he's writing poetry and I write fiction, it's still, there's still a good tie in there, you know. And I just love this man. I try to be very careful to say how I feel about ATs. I absolutely adore these men, and I love them as artists because I don't really know them as people. So I really try to keep, I personally want to keep that boundary between fan and artist. So even though I really don't know someone that well, I don't know him personally. I only know what I see online. I see a very sweet, kind, very talented and handsome young man that seems to have a good head on his shoulders. And for him to have something in common with me just makes me feel closer to him, but only closer to him in the sense of that is my old bias, that is my favorite artist sort of thing. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be his friend. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to cross the line and be closer to him where I would know him, because I do want to keep that boundary line between us. So, but it made me so happy that he's doing a book of poetry, and I'm so happy that I'm going to have his words, even though they're going to be in Korean. I'm going to need to use Papago to read it. I don't care. But just to have it in my collection, I'm just really excited about it. I'm so excited. You might notice his is missing. His is on my back. So, you didn't see it because it's on my back. But, yeah. So, I'm so proud of him. I'm so freaking proud of him. I'm so just over the moon with excitement. Okay, well, let's put it back. It doesn't matter. I'm just so over the moon and excited that he's excited about it. And when he was talking about doing a like he was pretending like he was doing a book signing, I was oh my god, it was great. It was great because I've done a couple of book signings when I was active writing. I also did a couple of book signings, so it was just, oh you guys, I just adore him. I just adore him, and I just feel, you know, like I said, closer to him as artist and fan, because my favorite artist does something that I do, which is writing, putting your feelings on a page and writing something, being a creative other than being the performance artist and the absolutely masterful performer that he is. He does something that I do. So that made me feel good, guys. That made me feel great. I don't know what else to say. I'm just so proud and happy about that. You know, I don't know if you guys, like, I know a couple of Shine Stars that are on, that are YouTubers. I know Sion Stars is their channel. Of course, Aurora's My Child. The other half of Aurora's My Child is somewhat biased, and the other one is Yosan biased. Shy, who says she's not somewhat biased, but still buys a bunch of somewhat cards. And you know, if you guys are out there and you buy a Sunwa, let me know what you think. Did you try to purchase the book of poems, or even if you're not Sunwa biased, did you try to get the book? It was very expensive. I'm just gonna leave it here as an ending shot. It was very expensive on, I think the only places that had it was through Dingo. They had a shop global, and it was like, it was over $100. Just for one book, it was over $100. So the exchange rate was ridiculous. I think Coco Dot had it, and I think K-Place, had it too. And I was hoping that Music Plaza would have it, but they didn't. But like I said, Aurora's my child. Thank you so much for having a go for it. They charged $37 initially. Of course, we're going to have to pay EMS. We're going to have to pay DOMS. We're going to have to split in with tariffs and stuff. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Because I'm going to have both copies of my old biases book in my possession. And I am over the moon about that. So, okay. So that is it. All the cards were stored away. Thank you so much for joining me in this very long, I know it's long, but there's going to be some places that I'm going to speed some stuff up or whatever. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this haphazard video, because you know my videos are always chaos. But hopefully this is not as chaotic as some of the other ones have been. I have, as I said, more goes coming. I just ordered something off Neokyo. I still have Auntie's merchandise out there. So there is things coming. They're just not, the videos are not getting uploaded, or I'm not recording like I used to, of course. Because I used to, I think, record like at least once or twice every week. I just can't do it anymore. Not only because of time, but also because I'm just not getting my stuff as quickly anymore, and because I'm not buying stuff as quickly anymore, I just save it all for like hauls and stuff like that. So whenever the next one will probably be Auntie's, or it might be Sunwa's birthday merch, I will go ahead and put that in a haul together. I don't have any more albums coming unless they're coming from the Go Managers. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.